afternoon. This is the Romsey School sharing our top stories. Some students have been lately complaining that the detentions are too harsh. But many teachers only want the best for the students. Let's hear the backstory of detentions. Over to you, Amber.
Punishment can be set in a way such as a detention. They can be set to any people under the age of 18 as long as they can have their lunch and have facilities such as a toilet. But is this system outdated? We're going to go to Kate for some interviews.
Have you ever attended a detention?
Yes, I have.
What was it for?
It was in art. I was painting and I accidentally got on the table.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Right. Do you think it was fair that you got that detention?
Not really, because I didn't mean to do it, but I think Miss thought I did it on purpose, or to try and gain attention.
And when you went to detention, how did you feel while you were inside the detention?
Well, I was only sat there for 5 minutes, so I was just thinking about it. Yeah.
And if you were to have another detention, do you think that it would be fair? Do you think it would be different?
It depends what it's with, because if it's something, you've done something that's quite bad, then it might be fair. But if it's not, then no.
Okay, do you think detentions are effective?
Yeah, they can be, because it's time to reflect on what you've done.
Okay, thank you for your time. What's your name?
Fleur?
Okay, Fleur, have you ever attended a detention?
No.
If you were going to attend a detention, what would it be for?
Either talking in class or not handing in my homework.
Okay. Do you think it would be fair to get these detentions for those
Yeah,
things?
so I wouldn't do it again.
Do you think that detentions are effective?
Yeah, because it means that you don't do it again.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you for your time. What are your opinions on detentions?
My opinions on detentions is that they're a means to an end. That we give them out to pupils if they've done something wrong or haven't followed the instruction, if they break a rule.
Okay. What kind of things do you give detentions for?
Exactly what I said, really. So if they've broken a rule, if they, such as not handing in homework on time, misbehaviour. So more than just done something a little bit silly, but something quite major. Yeah, generally it's just to do with homeworks and repetitive silly behaviour. That's not it.
And do you think they're effective?
No, I do not. So I don't really agree with giving detentions. I don't think they work unless they really restrict a student. So if we did them on a Saturday, I think we shouldn't waste our time doing them within the school time.
Great. Thank you for your time. What are your opinions on detentions?
I think that they're a possible time for children to reflect on how they've maybe not made the right choices or got something wrong. So I think they're quite useful as an opportunity on a one-to-one or a smaller, maybe a slightly bigger group to reflect and think about what they've done wrong.
Okay. What kind of things would you give detentions for?
Me personally, it would have to be repeated things, so I wouldn't give a detention on just one occasion. If it was a regular basis, then the detentions build up to slightly longer ones. Geography that I teach, if a pupil didn't give their homework in after being given an extension or several warnings, then I would give a detention. But I try and encourage them to give their homework in on time. And
Do you think detentions are effective?
I think for the time that it takes to reflect is good. A chance to talk to someone quietly, one-to-one, where you can maybe then put in more support and more help. So yes, in the fact that they're not meant to be a punishment as such, they're meant to be an opportunity for you to have that pupil quietly to say, are you not understanding the work that I've set you? Can I explain it to you on your own? If you're having a problem with your kit, can I help you can I lend you some kit? So there could be problems at home so that we can support you better.
Thank you so much for your time. You've been very
Thank
helpful.
you very
Thank you,
much.
Kate. Our academic school has been organising different events, such as the music festival. What is the music festival, Amber?
Romsey School has run the music festival for a couple of years now and has been popular among the students of the Romsey School? Is it important that we include music into our learning? And what has this done to the students of the Romsey School? Now to Kate.
Okay, what's your name?
Isabel Mortimer.
Okay. How has your music festival experience been so far?
It's actually been very good so far. It's very enjoyable.
Good to hear. What are your expectations for your results?
Just my best, to be honest.
Great. What have been your favourite acts so far?
Probably Byron, to be honest.
And what song are you going to sing or already have?
I'm going to be singing In the Arms of the Angels.
Great.
Next lesson.
Thank you for your time. Okay, what's your name?
My name's Byron.
Okay, and how has your music festival experience been so far?
I've really enjoyed it. I have enjoyed doing lots of different instruments and singing.
Would you say that it's impacted your learning?
I would say it's really helped what I've done in the school, the music department, and it's helped me in my GCSE as well.
Okay. What are your expectations about results?
Ooh, there were loads of really good live lounge singers, so I think that they're going to be in hot competition with each other. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the other categories though. It's hard to say.
Okay, what was your act this time?
I did a couple of compositions and I also performed with timpani.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks again. Let's hear what's happening outside of the school. Lately, Toys R Us has bankrupted, a perfect shop for every single child. What happened to it, Amber?
Toys R Us opened in 1957 and has been loved ever since. But it's now sadly closing. What will that mean for children now? Where will they go? And what will the impact be of people who've grown up with Toys R Us? Over to Kate.
Your name?
Conrad.
Okay. Do you have any nostalgia about Toys R Us? Did you ever go as a kid?
I did. I used to love Toys R Us. I used to go there with people and it was really fun.
Okay. Do you reckon Toys R Us closing down is a good or a bad thing?
I think it's a bad thing because Toys R Us is just like very iconic, I would say. And then it's just like the biggest toy store I've ever seen. So.
Okay. So do you think Toys R Us can ever be replaced for you?
Not really, because it's a big store and other stores are just like small and not as popular as Toys R Us, I'll say.
Okay,
So,
thank
yeah.
you for your time. Just keep it wrong, okay? 3, 2, 1, go. Did you ever go to Toys R Us as a child?
I only ever went once, but obviously it was definitely around then, and it was one of the places that I always wanted to go, and I used to nag my mum a lot to let us go there, because my friends all used to go there, and it was all very exciting, and they had loads and loads of toys. But yeah, so the one time I went was amazing, but not very often.
If Toys R Us is still around, would you let your children go to Toys R Us?
I would, yeah, I've taken my daughter there quite a few times. It's really hard to make her leave again afterwards. She really likes all the toys that you have out, the outdoor toys and things that you can play on in the shop, and she likes the bikes and the cars. Yeah, given her way, she would spend a lot of money in there, I think. So it's a shame that they're not around anymore.
Do you think it's a positive or a negative thing that they're closing down?
I think it is a shame because it's really nice to have a place you can go and get loads and loads of different toys. In a way, it's kind of not that surprising because obviously with a lot more people buying things online, you can often find the same things cheaper, and obviously it's less hassle than having to travel to go to one. So yeah, perhaps a bit inevitable, but I think we'll miss them, definitely.
Do you think there's anything that could ever replace Toys R Us?
Well, there are a couple of other, there's only one other big proper chain toy shop that I can think of, and they're quite good as well. They're a lot cheaper, but I've never thought the quality is as good as Toys R Us, so I don't know if they'll actually replace them. I'd quite like to see more of the little independent toy shops because they're always quite nice, but again a lot more expensive, so with more people buying online again, might not be very likely.
Okay, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for watching BBC News. This was the Romsey School.